Hi everyone, my name is Jeff. I'm an exercise physiologist at Joint Dynamics, and today I'll have a 10-minute exercise sequence for you, and you're going to be completely seated. All you'll need is a chair and this really great product from FluidX called the Cube. Let's get started. So we'll just get onto a bit of a warm-up. We'll go from a top-down approach. We're just going to warm up the neck, so lifting up the head and bringing that back down. Lifting up, bring that back down. One more time, and back down. Now we're just going to go for a little bit of a rotation, all the way to the left as far as you comfortably can, and all the way to the right. 2 more times. One more. Great. So now maybe shuffle up to the front of your chair. We're going to warm up the arms and the upper body, just lifting those arms as high as you can. Try to reach back just a little bit so we get that nice thoracic extension. Really important to make sure that our spine moves in a very healthy way. Lifting up, back down, one more time. Good job. Keep your arms up here. We're now gonna bend slightly to the left. Again, the spine is really important to move in all different planes of motion, making sure that we are comfortable to get into these positions. One more time to the right. Good job. Have your hands on your waist. We're then going to go for a bit of rotation. This will be the last plane for your spine. One more time to the left and to the right. Good. Now we'll move further down the body. Shuffle back. You're going to pick up your leg. Lift it up as high as you can, and I'm just gonna get you to hug your leg as much as you can. Bring that in, back down, up, and down. One more time. Good. Now let's keep that knee up there. We're just gonna rotate that as far to the left as you can, and to the right. So we're working on our hip internal and external rotation. Again, trying to make sure that we've got that mobility within our hips. Having happy hips means that we've got a happy back. Good, and same thing with the other side. Just picking up that other leg, lifting up. One more time. Good, and then keep that knee up there. We're gonna just rotate that to the right as far as we can, and all the way to the left. One more time. Good job. And I'm gonna get you to shuffle to the very front of your chair. We're now gonna go for some side steps. Really important because as we age, we tend to lose the ability to move side to side. That's the first thing that tends to go. Why are we working on this sort of motion? Is because if we're walking about in the community and we unfortunately lose our balance, we'll have the ability to step out and prevent a potential fall. Quick taps, out to the side, out to the side. 2 more each way. Good, and rest. One more just to get the heart rate up, so then we're prepped to begin our exercise sequence. We're just gonna go for some punches. As fast as you can, quickly as you can, get that heart rate up. Warm up the upper body too. And if you can, just pick that up just a little bit more. In 3, 2, 1, good job. So now you're gonna pick up your cube, and we're gonna warm up the legs, get the legs pumping. You're gonna first have the cube in between your thighs. We're gonna work the inner groin muscles. You can feel free to sit back onto that chair if you want, just to make yourself feel comfortable. Ideally, you're gonna squeeze that ball as hard as you can. Hold it for about 3 seconds and relax. If you can pop that ball, even better. Squeeze, 2, 3, and relax. You should feel a little bit of a strain within your inner thigh. Again, not pushing too much, just because we wanna make sure that things are feeling okay. Deep squeeze, 2, 3, and relax. We'll go 2 more like this. Squeeze, 2, 3, relax. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, relax. Good job. So keep that ball in between your thighs. We're gonna have that same ball squeeze. You're gonna squeeze that as hard as you can. And this time with your left leg, I'm gonna get you to straighten that leg as hard as you can, or as far as you can. Really trying to get that contraction within the front of the thigh. And again, make sure you always got that squeeze going on. 2, 3. Why are we working on this muscle here, the quadriceps? Particularly as we age, a lot of knee problems can arise, and that can either be attributed to, degeneration of the bone, but we're just really trying to preserve that quadricep strength because that can really help with knee pain. Squeeze, lift up as hard as you can. I'm already starting to feel the burn. Back down, we'll go 2 more. Lift, 2, 3, 1 more. Squeeze, lift, 2, 3, and back down. Little rest, we've got our other leg to work now. Initiate that squeeze, lift that leg up, back down. Another reason why we want to work this muscle here, particularly as, when we sit down and stand up, we want to make sure that we've got the strength and the ability to actually get ourselves up and up from the chair. 2, 3, and down. Squeeze, 3 more. And down, 2 more. Don't forget to keep squeezing that ball. 1 more. Up, 2, 3, good. And relax, grab your ball there. So now I'm gonna get you to shuffle to the very front of your chair. We're gonna place that cube on one leg and we'll just go for some calf raises. So I want you to lift that heel up as high as you can. Think about driving your big toe into the floor as hard as you can. Why are we working the calf muscle? Pretty important for balance. We want to make sure that we've got the control within our calf, within our feet as well, to stabilize ourselves when we are walking about the community or doing some exercise as well. Lifting up. 2 more. Again, if this is a bit too intense, feel free to take some water out of the bag, and vice versa. If you want to increase that intensity, add some water back in. Good job. Other side. The calf muscle is also a really good pump for the lower body. Again, just getting that circulation going around. Driving the heel up, push big toe into the floor as much as you can. Lifting up. We'll go 2 more. And then we're going to move on to the back. 1 more. Good job. All right. So again, you're going to stay to the very edge of your chair. I'm just going to get you to hug the ball as hard as you can. Squeezing that there. Maybe open the legs out just a little bit. We're thinking about bowing forwards as far comfortably as we can, and we're going to lift back up. You might feel a bit of a stretch within the hamstring. That's completely fine. We are working the hamstring as well as our back muscles here. Again, this will be a really good exercise for you to work on, make sure that the back has its capacity to move through this range, as well as if we're trying to reach for something on the floor, maybe trying to tie a shoelace or something like that. Good. Again, try to keep that back as straight as possible. We're really trying to fire up those back muscles here. Good. And rest. Keep holding onto that ball. We're going to squeeze this here, and we're going to rotate to the left as far as we can, and then rotate to the right as far as we can. Don't forget to keep squeezing that ball towards the chest. 1 more to the right. Good job. So now we're going to have the cube in one arm. Keep it completely to the side. Again, you're going to shuffle up to the very edge of your chair. We're just going to look to side bend as much as we can, and we're going to pull up. So it's just a little bit of an oblique crunch, working one of the core muscles. Again, the core is going to be very important to make sure that we've got a strong and stable base to keep our spine nice and healthy. 2 more. Good job. And then swinging that over to the other side. On your left, down by your side. Reach to the floor. And we're going to crunch up for the other side now. Think about keeping that arm straight as best you can, because we're really just trying to focus on that one side. 2 more. Lift up, squeeze. 1 more. Good job. So, grabbing that ball, you're now gonna shuffle, you're gonna keep yourself at the very edge of your chair, but I want you to lean back against the chair now so your back is nice and comfy. We're gonna move on to some upper body exercises here. Gripping both the sides of the cube, we're just gonna look to lift this up and back down. So trying to work the shoulders, the triceps, and the chest muscles. Again, these guys will be very important, especially if we struggle a little bit with balance or strength within our legs. For when we stand up from the chair or from something seated, we are able to use our arms to kind of help us lift ourselves up. Good job. Now, if this is too easy, feel free to hold this to the side and you're just gonna go for a single arm. Again, this will be a lot more challenging for the balance. So go easy on this, and again, if this is too intense, you can always empty the water from the bag a bit more. Good job. And then we'll just do the right side and make things even. Lift up and down. Good. So really pointing up to the ceiling, lifting that nice and high, and back down. Holding it for a few seconds, just so we really get that shoulder nice and stable, working the stabilizing muscles. 1 more. Good job. Now, again, keeping yourself to the very edge of the chair, we're gonna put our cube down to the floor. We're now gonna go for a bit of an upper back exercise. You're gonna lean forwards with that ball, gripping the 2 sides, pull up and back down. Think about really squeezing that ball into your chest, and we want to think about opening up that chest as well. Get your back muscles firing. Pull up, squeeze into your chest, back down. Squeeze, good job. This will also be good for the back as well, just because we are fighting against this weight, just to fire up those back muscles as well. Squeeze. 2 more. One more. Good. Nice. And relax. Great job, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that exercise sequence. Again, this will be a really good one for those that struggle a little bit with balance, may not be able to ambulate or walk properly. Everything can be done in the chair, and that's a bit of a whole body workout. Thanks, guys.